A bright and beautiful morning to you and welcome to the Break It Down Papers Review. This is your laughter station, 32 FM 94.9, where we fill the world with laughter. It's the 19th of February 2025. It's now time to dive into the analysis of the headlines. But first of all, we start off with the front page of the headlines. I'm starting off with The Punch this morning. I am DENIKE Ademuwagun. My first headline from The Punch here says, this one actually says, workers in 109 embassies groan over 6-month unpaid salaries. Ministry promises to clear arrears. Ex-envoys kick. And away from that, inflation drop. Experts demand lower interest rate. Dangote's wealth rises to $24 billion. After refineries operations. Tinubu, Obasanjo, others mourn as Edwin Clark dies at 97. You'd also find 54 trillion naira budget. National Assembly raises recurring vote. Cuts 500 billion naira from capital spending. John Vance, UK agency, invest $40.5 million to expand Nigeria's cocoa industry. Ukraine protests exclusion as US, Russia raise team to end war. Lagos Assembly says Tinubu's wife not involved in crisis. Immigration arrest 40 illegal migrants in Oyo. That's on the red corner of The Punch this morning. Osun crisis. Police go after killers. Local government polls hold Saturday. We'll take a look at some more. You also find here, it says, all right, so that's on the entertainment side of things. I will have to skip that. Let's take this one that says energy theft to attract 300,000 naira fine, according to the federal government. Mega movement will emerge to unseat APC in 2027. NCF DG Okuni and PDP BOT chairman hails OT's performance, defies suspension threat. All right, we'll take a look at The Guardian now. Lagos-Abuja bullet train to cut travel time to 3 hours. And also you find here police paid 20.84 billion naira to 7,171 families of slain officers in 4 years. US reaffirms commitment to Nigeria in fight against Boko Haram. EFCC arraigns 4 more Chinese for cyber terrorism fraud. Institute authors plan to increase tomato production in Southwest to 35 tons. Lagos Assembly crisis. DSS demands retraction, apology from TV stations. And lastly, from The Guardian, you find electrician arraigned for pumping machine theft. And The Vanguard reports Clark's last words: don't give up on making Nigeria better family. High electricity costs choking teaching hospitals to death. CBN orders bank to publish details of dormant accounts on claimed balances. Also you find here Ondo lawyer docked for alleged assault, defamation of Governor Aiyedatiwa. CBN directs, all right, taking that one. We'll just move on to another paper now. And this one says, insecurity. Fulani herdsmen have taken over swath of land in Benue. Rep raises alarm. Lagos Assembly invited DSS for security purpose not to seal offices, acting clerk. Lagos Assembly crisis. Atiku tells Tinubu to stop interfering in state matters. Nigerians want governance, not chaos. Atiku slams Tinubu over Osun local government crisis. Sacked Osun State LG chairman councillors can't return to office. PDP. Tambuwa blast APC says Tinubu's government thrives on propaganda. NNPC debunks allegations of 200 million litres of PMS import in February 2025. Naira raises to 1,555 naira to $1 in parallel market. Lagos Task Force arrests 44 on Mile 2 bridge over illegal street trading. Dismissed IBDC staff. Stage protest in Ibadan. Demand reinstatement. Let's take a look at the Premium Times. The first story is an editorial, monetary policy and making sense of NBS rebased CPI numbers. And also you find Netherlands to return Benin bronzes to Nigeria. U.S. Embassy posts cryptic message after American lawmaker claimed USAID funded Boko Haram. USAID, funded Boko Haram. State legislature proposes death sentence for kidnappers. 2025 budget, National Assembly slashes capital expenditure. Obasanjo Jonathan, Nigerian governors mourn Edwin Clark. UCH blackout, minister orders power restoration in more areas amid resident doctors' strike. ECOWAS establishes Technical Advisory Council to strengthen regional health security. Police charge lawyer with abusing, defaming Governor Aiyedatiwa in Facebook video criticizing Ondo's budget. Nigerian government urges retailers to reduce food prices. Paternity battle, court rejects ex-minister's plea to stop use of DNA test result. Abuja management spent 200 billion naira on education from 2023 to date. Official. NGF mourns deaths of Adebanjo Clark. And lastly, from the Premium Times, Cross River to revive airline, expecting 2 new aircraft, Governor Otu. And quickly to this day paper before we move on to our first commercial break. Ijaw leader and last of Nigeria's old brigadier Clark dies at 97. In historic development, Netherlands to return 119 Benin bronzes to Nigeria. Federal government seeks private investment in Nigeria's 35,000-kilometer federal road infrastructure. Amid mounting opposition, Matawale affirms North's support for Tinubu. And also you find here NUPRC, Nigeria winning war against illegal bunkering or theft reduced to 5,000 barrels per day. And lastly, out of this day paper, you find here says appeal court sets aside directive on Bastonchuri Power Solutions AGM imposes 500,000 naira fine. We go on our first break of the morning. Remember, we're live on Facebook. It's 32FM 949 Ibadan. Do stay with us.
You're listening to 32FM 94.9.
Guy, where una dey see all this airtime, credit and data buy for this cashless weather?
Omo, na small thing na. Dem no dey call me bobo digital for nothing o. When that cash dey my hand o, or e no dey o, na so I just dey buy airtime, credit and data straight from my bank account o. Thanks to Glow e-Top Up.
The same Glow e-Top Up?
Yes na, easy top up directly from my bank account. No stress, no wahala.
So you mean say person no need worry about not having cash?
At all. If you no get cash, you no get wahala. You are welcome to cashless recharge on the go, anytime, anywhere.
Buy data and airtime directly from your bank account with Glow e-Top Up. It is easy, quick and available on your mobile apps, ATMs, websites, leading retailers and Glow World shops. Or download Glow Cafe app to top up or dial *777#.
Glow Unlimited.
I'm in love. Sonia tomato mix, stand up. Easy to open, easy to squeeze, easy to scoop and easy to stir. Dishes come alive with so much taste.
tomato mix in a new stand-up pouch.
I like calm.
It's him be say you like calm. I tell you say he no good for you, but you see they talk say you like calm. My pikin. You know say I go always get your back, but you got shine your eye well, take carry better thing. Like the new golden penny soya and vegetable oil where they for brand new packaging.
The new golden penny soya oil contains vitamins A, D, and E with omega-3 and 6 and 0 trans fat. It is available for different sizes. Buy your own for retail store where they near you. Golden penny oil. Eat well, live well.
Oga teacher, abeg, wetin dey happen when my pikin dem come school? Why e be say dem go comot house very clean, when dem come back the difference no be here o.
Now because action no dey finish, ma. All the book dem dey learn, plus sports wey dem dey do, dey burn energy. So that sweat stain, the uniform wey tear, and dirty shoes show say your pikin dey very active.
Na wow!
Your pikin dem need nourishing energy. Make you give them the new improved Milo for breakfast. E get correct nutrients wey dey support energy release to help them use their day well. Milo, energy to go further.
Milo!
In the kitchen game, there are players and then Agba Ballers, MVP, Player of the Year, 10-0, no rival. Become an Agba Baller with the new improved Maggi chicken flavor, the game changer, made with a flavorful formation of onions, celery, turmeric to bring out your top game in the kitchen. Elevate the taste of your everyday dishes with delicious rich chicken flavor. Oh yeah, let's go.
New Maggi chicken flavor, the game changer.
Ẹ̀yin fans mi.
It's okay.
Ẹ lọ sórí gbogbo ìkànnì ìbánidọ́rẹ̀ẹ́ ní 32FM 949 fẹ̀yìn ẹ̀ àsápù.
It's okay.
Hey, here's a question for you. What gets you out of bed in the morning? Is it the sunrise? The sound of your alarm? No. It's that dream, that drive, that unstoppable force inside you. And you know what fuels that drive? It's starting your day strong with the rich, creamy taste of Nescafe Original 3-in-1. Carefully crafted from selected coffee beans. So, whatever your hustle, go from maybe or I can't to I can and I will. Nescafe Original 3-in-1. Start strong, finish strong.
Golden penny, golden penny, yummy golden penny, delicious golden penny, delicious golden penny.
Enjoy happy moments with your loved ones with our delightful range of nourishing, delicious, and satisfying meals from Golden Penny Foods anytime, any day. Golden Penny, home of good food, serving happiness, nourishing families. Yum.
Let me ask you a question. What holds you back when you wake up each morning? Is it the uncertainty of how the day will unfold? And as the day goes on, what makes your heart race? Is it the quiet fear that maybe you're not doing enough? And when it's evening, is it the longing for just a little more time? Whatever it is, remember, challenges don't define you, but how you rise to meet them. Staying connected to your dreams, that's how you break free from limits. Get unlimited data plus up to 6-hour battery backup to keep you connected without interruptions on Airtel 4G 5G Smart Connect. Visit the nearest Airtel shop to find out more. Airtel, a reason to imagine.
Feel better about your life.
32 FM, 94.9, the antidote to depression.
Thank you for staying with us. It's now 45 minutes gone past 6 a.m. and it's time to analyze some of the headlines. No, it's not time to call yet, but it's time to do some analysis. Austin Ujumu is on standby for that. He joins me this morning. I am at DENIKE at Demuago, and this is 32 FM 94.9. Good morning, Austin. Hello, good morning. Hello.
DENIKE, good morning. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you now. Good morning.
Good morning.
It's
How are you
great to
today?
have you join us. I'm very well, thank you.
Thank you for having me.
All right, let's get right into business because of our time. So according to this report, the Republic of Niger has now implemented a new restrictions on Nigerians traveling with the ECOWAS passport, now barring entry for those with the travel documents. And of course, this comes because of the recently the withdrawal from the ECOWAS, that's the Economic Community of West African States. Is this unexpected? I mean, Niger went out of that alongside Mali and Burkina Faso. Restrictions on the ECOWAS passport, what do you make of that?
Yes, I think it's ordinarily expected. We saw it coming, but we never knew that the restriction could come this fast. I've been given ultimatum to withdraw from ECOWAS, and you know that ultimatum has last. I think Nigeria needs to really stamp its feet. I do not think a country like Niger Republic should just take us for a ride in terms of diplomatic assessment and even international politics. Of course, some of them wanted to cut ties from ECOWAS, thereby reducing the influence of their former colonial master, especially the French government. Of course, that is understandable. Our problem is local. We should be innovative. We should create a form of homegrown solution to some of our socioeconomic issues in Africa as a continent and even in West Africa. But having said all of that, I think the issue of withdrawal, if you look at the military takeover, for example, it is not just for the military to take over. Of course, it is no longer something that is so popular. Military rule here and there. People want civil administration. But when there is constant maladministration and lack of dividends of democracy by civil authority, hence, once in a while, people still want to look at the way of military regime. It's just a matter of time. Some of these military guys too, they also have history of deviating from the fundamental principle. Some of them will come into power. They will give all manner of excuses, like some of them have done. But the ultimate goal is to also perpetuate themselves in office. And along the line, they are now embedded in massive corruption that will eventually make their government unpopular. So I think on this passport issue, maybe there should be further engagement. But I don't see it as something that would last, because some of these guys, if you look at the history of Africa, the history of West Africa, for example, you look at those that have taken over government because of the interference of the West, they are overbearing, oh, we want to stamp our feet, we want to take care of our people. They do that for a couple of years, and at the end of the day, they lose track, and they are gone back to square one. So I think on the issue of ECOWAS and Mali, Burkina Faso, and some other countries that have either to withdraw, Nigeria, as the big brother as far as the ECOWAS is concerned, should still continue to engage. I think the last time we reported that incident, the government of Nigeria did not overrule possible engagement. So let's see how it goes from there. But I believe it's not something that is really going to last.
Okay.
Because even if you talk about currency, for example, we have, I think, over 40 currency in Africa. None of this currency can be transacted upon as a global currency in the whole world. So what are we doing?
All right, let's take a look at this one. Kidnap for ransom, as we know, is one of the prevalent crimes in many Nigerian cities now. There was one headline I saw about Benue State and the fact that in Zamfara as well, the banditry going on there, the kidnapping going on there. According to this report out of the Premium Times, the Edo House of Assembly yesterday passed the State Kidnapping Prohibition Law 2025, and that's approving death sentences for offenders. I want you to touch on this as regards the fact that is this a very stiff penalty, you know, the penalty of death, and for kidnapping, especially because it's been such a recurring issue. There was a data out of I think the National Bureau of Statistics that said there was a certain amount of money, I'll need to actually look that up now, that was paid for ransom in 2024. So I just want you to touch on it as regards whether it's a stiff penalty or we're on the right track to start to toe this line.
Yes, it's a very steep penalty. That's the highest form of capital punishment that you can imagine. But the truth of the matter is that for the cases of kidnapping that we have investigated, those that were put on trial, how many people have we now killed as a matter of death sentence? I know that a lot of states have passed that law, Kidnapping Prohibition Act, making it a death sentence as penalty for kidnapping for ransom. So the truth of the matter is that even at the end of the day, when the litigation process is concluded, we also find a situation where governor run away from signing death warrants, because it is the constitutional role of the governor to sign death warrant for such incidences. But oftentimes, we find a situation where those on the death row, maybe for one reason or the other, governors will deliberately not sign, and people will be on the death row for ages. There are some that are even as much as a decade. So whatever we can do in terms of legislation to stem the tide of commercial kidnapping in Nigeria, I think we can always explore whatever opportunity that we have. But the most important thing at the bottom line is for governments to guarantee security. You must create an enabling environment, provide security. A government that cannot provide security is just like a father that cannot provide for his family. That is what it means, because the provision of the law is clear. Security and welfare. These are the primary purpose of the existence of any government. Security and welfare. You want to give us good roads, you want to give us electricity, we need to be alive. That is security before even the issue of the economy. So the government must take the issue of security of lives and property very importantly, and make sure that there is adequate security so that people can go about business. Because where there is no peace, there can be development. So capital punishment for kidnapping is good, but we must also take a step further to make the act of kidnapping extremely difficult by ensuring that we beef up security, guarantee security. Those who aid and abet commercial kidnapping must also be brought to justice.
All right. Let's take a look at Nigerian government urges retailers to reduce prices. This is a headline out of the Premium Times once again. It says here that the Minister of Agriculture and Food Security, Abubakar Kyari, was at a wheat farmer Greenfield Day, and he was talking about the fact that food prices have dropped across major markets in Nigeria, but he doesn't see the relief coming because retailers have maintained the same prices of the previous food items. There's been this conversation around when food prices go high, or when any price in general goes high, we complain about it. But when it's time to bring it down, our people sometimes would withhold, making it easier in terms of maybe even transportation, food, and the like. So what would you make of this as regards the generality of this situation, where when it comes down, we do not exactly, we still maintain just to make maybe some higher amount of money in terms of food and the rest?
Some of us that are not in government, we are more crooked and more wicked than those that we condemn and complain about on a daily basis. There is mass inhumanity to man, because Nigerians will want prices to go up without it coming down. Because at times when dollar rises, we place everything on dollar. We place everything on the exchange rate. When the exchange rate starts stabilizing and start coming down, people deliberately will keep quiet about it. But I still believe that even for the minister who is complaining that food prices should come down because inflation figure just dropped, it is not a rocket science. It is not also automatic, because some of these prices did not rise within 24 hours. Then the minister, is there evidence that there is now aggressive production of food across the country? Because it can't just fall. That is the implication. Before price can fall, we must get to an aggregate level where there will be substantial production of food in the country. I know that in Kaduna and in some parts of the north, production has actually shot up I can say that authoritatively. But it has not really spread across the country. That is on one hand. Then we have the issue of wickedness on the part of our retailers, wickedness on the part of our business people who want to, at every point in time, make life difficult. You know, the joy of so many people in Nigeria is for things not to work. The joy and the benefit for some people is for things to be difficult for the ordinary man. That is when they thrive. That is what they derive pleasure in. However, government should continue to still do the needful by working on the economy. It will definitely get to a level where there will be surplusity in terms of food production, and these people who call themselves capitalist business people will have no choice than for prices to come down. So I believe so much that for the prices of goods and services to come down, it is not a rocket science. It is not going to be automatic. It is not going to be overnight. It's going to be dependent most heavily on aggressive production of food across the country.
And what about regulation? Are we in for any form of regulation?
The Consumer Protection CPC one agency is looking at enforcement, trying to ensure that there is regulation. But between you and I, DENIKE, if there is no surplusity, regulation will be counterproductive.
All right.
Because these people, what they do is that they buy up price. Even if some people are willing to even sell at a reduced price, they form association in the market to make it difficult for these people. So there is arbitrary increment. Because how can you react to forex volatility that exchange rate is very high, and when it's gradually coming down, you won't talk about that. I said this thing, I think about 3 weeks ago on this platform, that around November, December, fuel was around 1,200 or 1,200 plus. But I don't know the average price of fuel in Nigeria today in most cities, let me say the Southwest, for example, is less than 1,000 naira. And yet prices of goods are still going up. So why? If you say that prices are high because of cost of fuel, fuel is gradually coming down.
We seem not to be talking about CNG as well. Those who are currently patronizing CNG and are getting the CNG prices as low as 300 naira are still not, would I say, implementing. They are taking, transportation is still at the same price as those who are buying PMS.
It's still at the same price. So these are areas where the government will work on. Like I told you earlier, some people don't want anything to work. They want, for example, politically speaking too, if some things work, some people will run out of campaign method, maybe in the coming election or what have you.
All right.
So apart from this government, that is how politicians are. Even those in government today, when they were in the opposition, they also frustrated government effort to make sure that lives are difficult for an average Nigeria.
Okay.
So that they can continue to be relevant, politically speaking, for the purpose of electoral value and electoral benefit.
All right. Just hold that, Austin. Thank you so much for your analysis so far. We have to go on a break now. We'll be back. To stay with us.
You're listening to 32 FM 94.9.
Mommy, you want to watch YouTube?
Not my phone again. Every time YouTube.
Oh, mommy, we want to watch YouTube.
You want to watch YouTube? Not with my phone. Go and watch TV.
But there's no YouTube on our TV.
That's before. With the new 𝐿TEL Smart Router, for just 25,000 naira, you can watch YouTube and more on any TV. Even our own TV.
Really? Yay! Thank you, Mommy.
Oh, you're welcome.
Turn any TV into a smart TV with the 𝐿TEL Smart Router and watch Nollywood movies, football, and lots more on YouTube with unlimited data for 30 days. 𝐿TEL, a reason to imagine.
Go get ready, go get ready.
Enjoy happy moments moments with your loved ones with our delightful range of nourishing, delicious, and satisfying meals from Golden Penny Foods anytime, any day. Golden Penny, home of good food. Serving happiness, nourishing families. Yum.
My children are athletes. From the moment they wake up, they keep playing and learning. So, when I pack the new Milo NS snacks into their lunchbox, I'm giving them a delicious snack with the goodness of malt, milk, cocoa, and crunchy Niger-grown maize containing calcium, iron, and fiber.
Milo NS Snacks, snack of future champions to help your kids refuel and keep winning all day. Milo, energy to go further.
Milo. Kò bá jẹ́ 24, 29 tàbí 32 ṣáà ti fẹ̀yìn ẹ̀ pẹ̀lú wa lórí gbogbo ìkànnì ìbánidọ́rẹ̀ẹ́ kàn tẹ 32FM 949 fẹ̀yìn ẹ̀.
I'm in love. Sonia tomato mix, stand up. Easy to open, easy to squeeze, easy to scoop, and easy to stir. Dishes come alive with so much taste. Sonia tomato mix, of course. Sonia tomato mix, yes sir. Sonia tomato mix, stand up pouch.
Sonia tomato mix in a new stand-up pouch.
So much in love.
Everybody gather round. Come and hear the news in town. From the kitchen to my heart, every single body's a thrill. With every bowl I share, I find more reasons to love. Come on and make a joyful sound. Golden Penny Pasta has taking over millions of hearts. Let's go, Golden Penny Pasta. More reasons to love. Golden Penny Pasta. What's your reason? Oh. Tell me what's your reason? My sweet spaghetti is rich in protein. Tell me what's your reason? It tastes great, it's full of good nutrition. Tell me what's your reason?
There are more reasons to love every plate of Golden Penny Pasta, the delicious and nutritious choice, enriched with protein and fiber for you and your loved ones. So, what's your reason? Golden Penny Pasta. Great taste, good nutrition.
In the cooking game, you need a winning game plan. I'm not just talking about your fresh ingredients, utensils, or cooking skills. I'm talking about your choice of seasoning. Your game plan is incomplete without Maggi chicken flavor. Made with a flavorful formation of onions, celery, turmeric, it's the game changer. Elevate the taste of your everyday dishes with delicious rich chicken flavor. Oh yeah, let's go.
New Maggi chicken flavor, the game changer.
Feel better about your life.
32 FM, 94.9, the antidote to depression.
And we're back. Thank you for staying with us. Thank you for joining us. We now open the phone lines 0705 5949 0829 7949. This is the Breakdown Papers Review on 32 FM 94.9. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
Yeah, my name is Adeshi from UI. I want to comment on the last analysis by Augustine. It is very, very difficult for me, somebody that has been following Nigeria situation for long, that a government that makes a list of 150 naira, 150, then suddenly increase it to like 1,000 naira. And somebody will now believe that a reduction of 40 naira will reduce the price of it. It's not possible. It is not possible. Even if you reduce it to 500 naira, it will still not work. At least 1,000 naira should be able to get 4 liters of fuel. 4 liters. Then we'll now begin to question these people. If you want to go from Ojo to Songo side, I'm telling you, you want to be prudent, you spend nothing less than like 1,200 naira. And what are people that are selling away this thing, that how would they cope? So it's also of 10 naira, 30 naira. I don't know why analysts or people believe that will quickly make this to come down. It can't work. It's realistic. All government will do this into at least 250 naira. That's the best of today.
Thank you very much. 0705 5949 0809 7949. Austin, are you still there?
Yes, I'm with you.
Okay, so let's pick a call and I'll be back with you. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
This is John Olariwaju. I'm calling from Aduwo. And like the last caller rightly said, if you look at the rate of percentage the subsidy removal cost on our fuel. This President Tinubu made the price of this fuel 190 naira, former President Levy, and he increased it to the 1,000 pounds. And he just reduced to naira something. And we are saying that the price of food and commodity will be coming down. Just like that. To me, I don't think so. The rate is the percentage is too much. Because I don't know the percentage that has raised that the price to get our president increase the price of the PMS too. So to me, you shouldn't blame the marketers. We should blame somebody that created the problem. Why are we creating the problem in the first place? Once we know the system of Nigeria, that once you do this, once you touch or you tamper with the PMS, it's going to cause a lot of problems. And the fact is that the president knew this in 2014 when Jonathan he wanted to remove the sun. He knew it. Why did he do it? Casting the blame on the market, on the people in the market, instead of blaming somebody that created the problem.
All right. Thank you very much. We pick another call. Hello. Good morning.
Hello. Good morning, my sister. Good
morning, sir.
You see, I don't know why we are deceiving ourselves. The NBS that says inflation has dropped, has it dropped on goods and services? The salary of people cannot take them home. They can't even go for transportation alone. No talk of feeding. No talk of education. No talk of buying drugs. No talk of health. People are dropping, our children are dropping out of school. The schools can no longer, you see, nothing. They are just, we are being fed with lies. We are living on propaganda every day. So the government knows what they are doing. You see, look at the case of this kidnapping issue, banditry and whatever. You are releasing those who are maimed, killed, murdered, people attacking army barracks, killing our soldiers. So I don't know what they are doing. They should think twice and make things better. God bless your day.
All right. Thank you, sir. Austin, are you there?
Yes, I'm still with you.
All right. So, according to this report out of the Punch, the Osun State Independent Electoral Commission are saying that the local government election, which has been scheduled for Saturday, would proceed as planned. And of course, the Osun State Police Command have now started like a manhunt for those responsible for the violence that erupted in the state. I want you to touch on this issue.
Yes, I think the crisis in Osun State is needless. There are court judgments, I think about 2 now, around October 15, 2022.
Please hold that thought for me. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
This is Tolu and I'm calling from here. On Ocean crisis. Sincerely, I condemn the attack that happened a few days ago because it is needless, just like our analyst has posited. I just want to admonish the two parties that they should please sheath their sword and allow peace to reign in Osun. Sincerely, because they should remember that there is a state called Osun. That is why they are contending for a chairmanship or councilorship in the first place. So, by that, I also want the security agencies to properly investigate the issue and prosecute the perpetrators, because we don't want a repeat of such ugly incidents again. Thank you. Good morning.
All right. Thank you. Austin, please go on.
Yes, the Court of Appeal is setting aside the judgment of the lower court precisely on October 15, 2022. I think it's a matter of time because a judgment that set aside elected local government chairman in 2022, how could a court now attempt to return them back to the office? In my view, I think such judgment should have been that they were not supposed to be sacked or what have you. maybe the case of Oyo State in the Aleshiloye versus Oyo State government saga, maybe all their allowances, all their salaries should be paid, because that judgment definitely will bring crisis. A lot of people are looking at it from political dimension now. It will cause crisis. People were sacked in 2022. Event, in my view, has overtaken that. A new governor is now in place who has even spent up to like 2 years in office. They want to conduct another election.
Hold that thought for me, Austin. Please hold that thought. Good morning.
Good morning, DENIKE. How are you doing? This is okay. Good morning.
Good morning.
This is okay. Yes, we can actually see. I look at that, Austin, like you rightly said. The issue in Osun is actually needless. Now we also ask, those that died, they just died for nothing, because INEC has come out to say the election will still go on. I think it's high time we understood what is actually going on. Our dying, we are not sacrificing. We are dying foolishly like chicken. Probably this is an advice to everybody. You don't have to die for the politicians. Good morning. This is okay.
All right, thank you so much. Toluwala Shadetola says, when would President Tinubu's administration bring a realistic renewed hope to Nigeria? Because with the way the cost of living is getting higher on a daily basis is very bad. Elofo Kombale till when? Oluwaseun Ruth says the arrest of the illegal miners in Oyo State really shows the security agencies are up to task and on top of their games. This is highly commendable, and I implore the governor and security agencies not to relent in their quest to protecting the lives and property of the people in the state. I'll take one more comment. It's time for me to leave the studio now. Miriam Yetune says, despite claims that the inflation rate has decreased, I remain skeptical about its tangible impact on the Nigerian economy. Austin, I need to wrap up in 30 seconds. Edwin Clark passed away at the age of 97 yesterday. I want you to just touch on that and then let's wrap it up.
Yes, Baba has lived a good life in the quest for a better Nigeria. Unfortunately, he didn't actually see a better Nigeria of his dream.
His family says his last words were, don't give up on making Nigeria better.
Yes, we will all not give up. There is end in sight. Nigeria will definitely blossom someday. It's not as if we have not done well before. We are only hoping that we reclaim our lost glory.
All right. Thank you so much, Austin Udumu, for your intangible analysis this morning. Thank you so much for being a part of the show. The Break of Dawn returns tomorrow, 6:30 a.m. I am DENIKE. Coming up next is the Smart Kids Show.
The views and opinions